have you ever wondered how service accommodation owners and Airbnb owners actually make a lot of, money and obviously get big bookings? Like today, guys, I wanna take you through an amazing journey here in Sandbanks, because going around this top, like different cliffs around the area, going down in the actual peninsula, I really want to show you the top 5 listings that is available in Sandbanks right now. I call this my home, and I want to show you why this is the place you want to come down to celebrate UK's best summer. So I'm excited to show you all of this today, and we're going to talk about the 5 listings, the actual Airbnb listings, which I believe, because I know the area well, I want to show you all the sort of different things many Airbnb landlords are currently doing. But yeah, firstly, let's go down to the beach. From different scenery views and to unique designs and top-notch amenities, we'll take a closer look at what makes these listings stand out and why they're so popular. Watch the full video, because I'm going to show you how people get their listing to page number 1 and actually stay there, because that's what's important. So guys, look, my name is Piers from GrowYourBnb.com, and I want to show you my home and actually talk to you about Airbnb businesses around here. I'm going to talk about the first listing. Now you can see it's a luxury flat in Sandbanks, and believe it or not, actually it is literally down there, because it's got a lovely view you can see as the main cover picture. Now looking at this, the reason why this listing's doing amazing, and obviously it's charging like £200 a night, is purely because of its pictures. The main cover picture shows exactly what they're getting, like the bedroom. This is incredible, because like look at the views of and this is actual Sandbanks. So like down there, that's like the key, everyone goes down there. It's one of those listings that I know that more people will like it, purely because of its location and the actual view it gets from Sandbanks. So as I'm walking down, I think this is probably my favourite thing to do. My lunch breaks and stuff at home, I always make sure I come down here. Obviously it's a lot busy today because it's nice and sunny, but one of the things I get to see every day is some of this real estate, like some incredible properties in Sandbanks, and like I get to understand why people obviously invest on this kind of units and properties in the UK. Obviously a lot of people don't know much about Sandbanks, but these properties here are over 10-15 millions, because they've got the Sandbanks view and they've got the harbour, the pool harbour view. But let's talk about the beach hut and how it works. Okay, honestly I love that, because the sunset's always that side. Obviously they've got this wrong, because I've got some actual view so they could get those photos done. But one of the things I want to talk about here is it's actually a newly renovated self-contained flat. Now the reason why I put that as number 2 is because this person has got probably like a different side in their garden. They've added a whole self-contained flat. They've got private access to the beach, and also they've got paddle boarding hire for £20 for unlimited stay. You can see how people like this are making a lot more money, because firstly they're utilizing an extra space in their house. Secondly, that everyone down here on Pool Harbour would like to go in water, and for 20 quid for all day access, they've made that. So if a guest stays there, let's say they're fully booked for 30 days and at least 20 people actually make, that's £400. That's like the investment of a actual sub completed. So another reason why I truly believe this was my second favorite listing as a part of their service, the actual upgrade they've offered, because you know, we look at £20 just an additional fee, but when he goes through the month, they're making a great actual investment back. So yeah, let's go and enjoy more of other listings, but for now, this is my number 2. So look, as we're driving around Sandbanks, I wanted to show you the 3rd listing that I've seen, and I've actually walked past it a lot of time. So we're going to get out and I'm going to explain to you about the listing. Obviously the listing is running around here in the screen, but I want to explain to you what makes this property so desirable as an Airbnb listing, but also the tips and tricks they've got it right to be able to market. And they've got amazing reviews right now, obviously a lot of reviews because it's such a great property. But let's get out and I'll show you quickly about this property. So look, this is actually the house in the back, and yeah, now if you can see from the listing, they've got nearly 300 reviews, which is, yeah, 4.87. And do you know what, a funny thing about this listing I'll tell you is they were actually in one of the newspaper because in lockdown they had a massive party. They had to find the guests at that time. It was just, yeah, it was just one of those things. Now, as an operator, you can sometimes do the wrong things, and when you don't have the right systems and processes, I'm sure they did, but obviously at that time people were doing certain things. But the listing itself, and I do like the title where it says brand new Panorama Road, Sandbanks. Now, it's a brand new property, but I don't think it's a brand new listing because obviously, you know, they've got 293 reviews. The location where we are, if you turn left from there, we've actually got like Poole Harbour just down there with amazing sunsets. Further down, I'm going to take you to the 4th listing. Now, being a local here, I get excited seeing all of this big real estates and obviously how many landlords are creating an amazing revenue. Like for example, this property right now is sitting around £350 per night, right? So imagine if they did get booked for a whole month. I reckon they're looking at a revenue anywhere between £12,000 to £15,000. And that is incredible revenue for properties like this, when you know, as a normal let, what, you know, you probably get 4,000, 5,000 per month. So yeah, really excited to show you this listing. Again, my 3rd, because it's a bigger property, it hosts a lot of people, but it's in a great location for Sandbanks. And yeah, let's go to another one now. So I was walking through the property 3 we've just seen, and I wanted to show you some of the, like literally walk from there. You've got the jet ski company down here. So if you're down in Sandbanks, you can go out jet ski. You've got the yacht club and Lazy Jacks, which is down there, which is one of my favourite places. I go and enjoy coffee with Lola, and finally, I've got to give her a shout out. Lola's Prime Coastal Properties. So my partner owns a real estate agency in Sandbanks, and that's where her office is. So I'm going to take you guys in to such an amazing community place that you guys can enjoy when you know, especially that property number 3. You can literally come down, and yeah, there is a lot of stuff that they offer. I come here for my coffee. Obviously me and Lola, when we go to her office, we enjoy that. But also the jet ski, right? If you like doing jet ski, this is the place to come down and go out in waters in Sandbanks. Now, right now, I'm actually in Poole Harbour, and you can see, like, firstly, amazing weather. You can see all the boats are out, and I wanted to talk to you about the listing 4, which says luxury waterfront 5-bed house. Now, see, when you have a property like this with this kind of view, you don't really have to even worry about your Airbnb titles because it's actually selling itself with the video. So the listing itself, you know, the Airbnb title isn't that important, because when you're working with an Airbnb unit and it's in a city centre location, it really needs to be sold, because you've got thousands of other competition, versus a property like this in a waterfront, you don't really get to see a lot. And yeah, I'm so excited to share you this, because, you know, for me, like, this is why I love Sandbanks. This is exactly why many operators are enjoying Sandbanks and their real estate turning into, you know, the best they can in terms of revenue on Airbnb and service accommodation. But let's take a breather and see how amazing this place is. But look, I'm excited to take you to my final listing, and the final listing is going to be slightly different, another level of luxury. So let's go in and we'll talk about it now. So guys, and my number 5 listing that I believe in Sandbanks. Firstly, this is slightly off Sandbanks, it's Lilliput, but Sultan's Marina, which I love. I used to go out jet ski from here. Shout out to my friend Ross, who owns Jet Ski Safari on New Wave Club. I'm going to leave his link down below, but you can actually go out in the water utilizing him and his services. But my 5th listing, I'm going to put that on the screen, and look, it says the stunning villa, right? And that's the one there. Obviously, I'm going to get my team to put it in there. Can you believe Samuel Leeds, obviously he's posted a photo probably a year ago or something, and that right exact property, right? It's luxury, it's got, you know, it's gated, it's got the views, it's got big like kitchen, dining, but the most important thing is it's attracting high network individual. Now that for me, it says like, for example, £1,880 a night for, you know, like July. At this moment in time, we're in June, we're ending about July. But that kind of nightly rate on this properties, you know for the fact this properties will make great revenue because of the location, you know, where people are going to come in, people want to come with their family. And like, for example, that photo of Samuel Leeds, I'm going to put it here, and he's been in this exact property and stayed as a part of his Airbnb journey, right? So really excited to share you this whole video around Sandbanks, actually what's around Sandbanks, the listings in Sandbanks, why people are ranking better than other people. You know, in this case it's slightly different because it's a very seasonal place, but in summer months people make a lot of money because the weather's nice. Obviously this is like 5 minutes away from my house, but what an exciting video that I wanted to share with you guys, understanding Sandbanks, Airbnb listings. If you ever come down here, now you know exactly what kind of location to look at, be the Sandbanks Beach, the first few properties that I did, be the Peninsula, the 3rd property where there was a massive party and they had to shut down, or be this Lilliput where this incredible property is. So guys, I hope you enjoyed another Grow Your BnB video, and please make sure you hit that like, subscribe and share, and make sure you turn on the notification because we're bringing videos out every single week and I'd love you to watch them.